We're delighted to be joined now by John Barnes. He played for Liverpool and made 407 appearances and scored 108 goals. Welcome, John. So I've been thinking, do you still play? Do you miss playing football?
Well, I'm 60 years old now, so I get tired walking up the stairs. So I miss being young enough to play football. However, what I hate when people do this, that's 407 games, league games, and 107 league goals. But if you add on all the FA Cup, it sounds much better. So it's about 140 goals and 500 and something games.
Oh, sorry. So what should I say then?
Come on, just say lots of games and lots of goals. No, but it's true because I think I played for Watford as well. So I think I've played about 800 games and I've scored 192 goals. But I add my 11 on for England, so that's over 200 goals. So 800 games and 200 goals sounds much better than 400 games and 100 goals. But I'll forgive you.
So we had Steve McManaman recently on the show. So he said he actually cleaned your boots. Do you remember that when he was in the academy?
I think he stole a couple of pairs as well. Yes, he was my apprentice. And now that things have changed because now apprentices don't clean boots, they don't clean the toilets, they don't clean the dressing room. But back when Steve was young, he was. But you could always tell that Steve was going to be a superstar. You know, in fact, he was a very good athlete. You know, he was a footballer, but he was a good athlete. There's a 800-meter runner who actually ran in the Olympics for England. And Steve, when they were young, beat him over 800 meters.
Now, to this season, Liverpool-Arsenal last weekend, what did you make of it?
It was an excellent match. Arsenal were probably the better team in the first half. They played really well. When they went 2-1 up, I couldn't see Liverpool coming back. But then Arsenal just sat back and allowed Liverpool to come at them, which is why Liverpool then got the equaliser. So I'm happy, but I was a bit disappointed in the way Arsenal played after they went 2-1 up because they really should have continued to go forward. But Liverpool are showing a lot of resilience. You know, when Jurgen Klopp left, it was always going to be difficult for the next manager. We've seen it before where Sir Alex Ferguson left, look what happened to Manchester United. Arsene Wenger left, look what happened to Arsenal. Because the players then fall a level. After Klopp leaving, you would have thought that the players would have dropped a level, but they haven't. The new managers come in and they've bought into what he wants to do. They've listened to him. They're changing the way they play. They're much more technical in midfield, but they listen to the manager. They do what he says. Because it would be easy for them not to do that. And if Liverpool lose, the fans are going to boo the manager and say it's not the players' fault. But the players have showed good character. So we're now second. We were first. But it's gone better than I expected.
Absolutely. Well, City are the only team yet to lose. Do you look at them in awe, or do you just feel bored of this complete dominance?
No, I never get bored. Because as much as we talk about Manchester City and them being a great team, the Premier League is a hard league. You look at the teams in the Premier League, how teams can beat each other. And apart from Man City, Liverpool and Arsenal, yes, Liverpool lost one. Maybe they're going to lose 2 or 3 or 4. But in the old days, there was a lot. The top teams always lost 5, 6, 7 matches. Whereas those 3, and Man City at the top, are showing a level of consistency, which means that they have to perform. Because it's not easy. This is not a league like in Germany or France where the top 2 teams can beat everybody else. You have teams like Bournemouth who can beat you. So you have to give a lot of respect to what Pep Guardiola have done and what Manchester City have done. Because to keep that determination and that intensity every single week in hard matches, and they're all hard matches, showed what a great team they are.
So do you think Man City will win the title? Or?
Well, I think they're the favourites. But I think as last year, Arsenal pushed them close, and I think we will. I was on pre-season tour with Liverpool, and it was interesting to see Arne Slot, his first games in pre-season, how the players respond to him. And we played Arsenal, we beat Arsenal. We played Manchester United, we beat Manchester United. And all this season, we've played really well in all the games. Yes, we did lose one match, but we played well in all the games. So we're going to be consistently challenging. It's going to be hard to beat Man City because, of course, they get the job done. But I think Arsenal and Liverpool will push Man City.
So moving to the bottom of the league, we've got Ipswich, Wolves and Southampton all without a win in 9. I mean, would you expect that to be the bottom 3 come May?
No, I think probably, I don't like talking about either managers losing their jobs or teams getting relegated. But I think it's going to be hard for Ipswich and Southampton. Wolves, I think, will be okay. If you look at the way Wolves play, as much as and we're speaking earlier about Crystal Palace as well. If you look at the way Wolves play, they have...
Thank God we're not in the 3.
Yeah, not yet. No, they won't be. They'll be fine. If you look at the way Wolves play, they play well, they create chances, they have been unlucky. If you look at teams who have a good team and they play well and they create chances, but they've lost, sooner or later they'll pick up points. So I don't think Wolves are still going to be down there. I think Ipswich and Southampton will. One of the teams who I would have thought might have been, but it doesn't look as if they are, is Bournemouth, but they're doing really well. So it'll be difficult for me to pick a third, because I think that Ipswich and Southampton for me are the 2 who I think will go down. But the third is going to be difficult. And I'm pleased for my Scouse compatriots across the world, Everton, because Everton are now picking up points, so I think that they'll be safe as well. So it'll be hard for me to pick a third.